Unit 2, Lab 1, page 5, choosing a costume. By the way, Alonzo is the mascot of Snap. Alonzo was named after Alonzo Church, the mathematician who invented lambda calculus. His hairdo evokes the Greek letter lambda. So see this here? This hairdo is supposed to evoke the Greek letter lambda. Now, before you start page 5, check your work from yesterday. Does Alonzo fade when you don't click? Does your program keep score of the clicks? And does the game end when you reach the winning score? I had issues with that, and so did many students. So let's make sure you playtest and debug. Click the green flag, and I start clicking around. If I don't click, once I reach 5, I set my winning score to 5, it should stop and say you get a medal. If that's not happening, there's a little bug that's easy to fix, okay? So make sure you playtest and debug and make sure the game really ends when you reach the winning score. If that's not happening, let's talk about it in class. All right, time to go in the lab, okay? If it isn't open already, open your U2L1 Click Alonzo project. Set up what you need for this new version. Add several costumes. Delete the backwards Alonzo costume and remove the code in the program that changes the costume when you click the sprite. Okay, so as a reminder, to add costumes, you need to be on the Costumes tab. And you can get costumes from the File menu right here, okay? So you get to select whatever costumes you want. Okay, now delete the backwards Alonzo costume. I already did that. And remove the code in the program that changes the costume when you click the sprite. I already did that as well. Okay, so under scripts, all right, so you had a next costume under the forever loop here. You want to take that out, right? By the way, you can right click on it and just select delete to take out that. I'm just showing you here this loop that kept track of the score and told you won. The placement of that in the code was problematic. So that's how you fix the bug if the game doesn't end, is to put this somewhere else. Okay, now experiment with the switch to costume block using different inputs to switch the sprite's costume manually a few times. Let's see. Alonzo, that's already Alonzo. Abby, click. Airplane 2, click, etc., right? So it works. All right, now as the programmer, we can go in and switch the costume anytime we want. But imagine you're giving this game to a non-programmer friend to play. You want to program the selection of a new costume inside the game so your friend doesn't need to have to know anything about blocks. Right? So what we're going to do is use some list functionality. You can select a specific item by specifying its position. The position number is called the index of the item in the list, right? So like item 2 is cantaloupe. The list can contain anything, including costumes. So at this point, please stop and grab all these blocks to get ready for the next section. Okay, grab all these blocks to get ready for the next section. Whoops, I didn't have this ask one showing. You also need the ask block. Okay, so get all these blocks ready. All right, this sensing block can be used to do, just sense different things about your sprite. In this case, we want to sense the costumes. Okay, so if you click on this, you see it shows the costumes that I chose for my sprite. This is a list, okay? So I can plug this into this item of. When you see this symbol, it means it's expecting a list. So in this field here, you're always going to be inserting some kind of list. So let's just try this for a bit. Item 1 of my list. Oh, that's Alonzo. Item 4 of my list. Oh, that's the bananas, okay? All right, so my costumes is a list that we can use this tool to navigate. All right, here comes the main part of this lab. Modify your code so the player can select the sprite costume. Use a costume script variable to store the list of sprite costumes. Use show variable to show the contents of that variable. Ask the player, which costume do you want? Change to the costume with the index number in the player's answer, and then hide the costume list. Okay? Review these steps, and then I will demonstrate them. Okay, first, we're going to make a script variable. We're going to name it costumes. Now, next, we are going to set the costumes script variable to the list my costumes and click on it. When I click on it, I don't see it here. Only global variables have this checkbox. This is a script variable, so if I want to see it, I need to use this show variable block. Aha. All right, so now I have a script variable that can display the costumes available. So now I just need to ask the user which one they want. Okay, we want to know what the number of that is. Okay, now that number is the index. So I'm now going to switch to the costume item answer of I have the script variable of costumes. Let's give it a try. Which costume number would you like? I would like costume 5. Oh, it worked. Yay. But now this is in the way, right? I'd like to get rid of this. So let's then add a hide variable at the bottom there. Let's try it again. Which costume I like? I would like costume 2. Yay, that's fun. Okay, so where should this go? I think it should say, I don't know, maybe it should go here? I don't know. You can decide. You can decide where it goes. Okay? Now you can decide where to put the costume script, like before or after the saying thing, I don't know. Once you've met the basic criteria, feel free to customize. But make sure you play and debug, all right? So let's try this. Ooh, already, right? Let's stop this for a second. Error. Oh, has to be clicked in. I'm already having a bug here. Let's see. It's not hiding it. Maybe I need 2 of these, one at the beginning. Oop. See, notice it has to be under the script variable, otherwise it doesn't show it. There we go. Uh-oh. Well, I'll figure that out later. Okay, so finish pages 4 and 5 and submit by this evening. Thank you.